Magic academies are not just schools, they are crucibles where steel, spell, and destiny collide. Here, students wield overwhelming powers, birthing legends that will shake entire worlds. Let's begin with number 10. Reign of the Seven Spellblades. Kimberly Magic Academy is no sanctuary, it is a battlefield. Behind its elegant walls, sorcery blooms like roses, but every blossom hides thorns dripping with poison. Oliver Horn, polite and calculating, enters its gates with quiet determination. His swordplay is precise, his smile composed, but beneath his calm exterior hides a tragedy and a plan for vengeance. Kimberly thrives on duels where students wager their futures, where noble rivalries turn deadly, and where assassins prowl the shadows disguised as classmates. Amidst this turmoil, whispers of the Seven Spellblades spread, legendary weapons said to embody death and destiny alike. Oliver and his companions must navigate treachery, forge bonds, and fight through labyrinths designed to kill. Yet every step forward brings him closer to the truth he hides. Vengeance sharpens his blade more than justice ever could. Can he protect his friends without sacrificing himself to the darkness within? The Academy sharpens not just steel, but souls. Here, every friendship risks betrayal, and every secret carries a price in blood. And as midnight falls, a blade gleams in silence. A whisper cuts the dark. The true duel has yet to begin. But elsewhere, Frost clings to a smile as the strongest sorcerer alive hides in plain sight. Number 9. The Iceblade sorcerer shall rule the world. At Arnold Academy, Ray White blends into the crowd. He is kind, humble, and almost invisible, just another commoner in a school ruled by noble arrogance. Yet behind his quiet smile lies the legacy of a monster. Ray is the Iceblade sorcerer, a legend forged on battlefields where Frost buried armies and wars ended in silence. Though he yearns for peace, his past trails him like a blizzard that never melts. Enemies lurk in the shadows, nobles mock his lowly birth, and assassins test his strength. His classmates see only a gentle boy, but when pressed, they glimpse the terror in his eyes that once froze kingdoms. Ray's greatest battle is not with enemies, but with himself. Can he live as a friend, or must he forever be the weapon the world demands? The Academy offers him laughter, trust, and even love. But the Frost within his heart waits, knowing the time will come when he must unleash it again. And when danger strikes his companions, the temperature plummets. His legend reawakens. Yet beyond frozen wrath, another boy without magic dares to fight sorcery itself, wielding only steel against a tower built on spells. Number 8. Wistoria Wand and Sword. The Tower of Magic stretches toward the heavens, a monument to sorcery where only the gifted ascend. To be born without magic is to be condemned to failure. Yet Will Surfort dares to defy destiny. With no spells to call his own, he climbs the tower armed only with a blade. His peers mock him, teachers dismiss him, but every sneer is fuel for his resolve. When magical beasts charge, Will's sword slices where wands falter. When curses bind, his willpower carves paths that enchantments cannot. Each trial tests not only his strength, but his soul. With every floor climbed, the tower reveals darker truths, enemies more cunning, and a destiny too great for one without magic. But Will does not falter. He is not here to prove sorcery wrong. He is here to prove himself. Steel and courage clash against spells and destiny. Will Surfort's journey is not just about survival. It is about remaking a world where courage weighs heavier than bloodline. And as the tower trembles, a voice from the abyss mocks, sword or spell, only one will claim the summit. But where steel battles spells elsewhere, a clumsy witch stumbles into miracles destined to change her world. Number 7. Little Witch Academia. Ako Kagari bursts into Luna Nova Academy with dreams larger than life. She longs to follow in the footsteps of her idol, the dazzling witch Shiny Chariot. Yet reality greets her with failure. Her spells sputter, her broom crashes, and classmates laugh. To them, Ako is hopeless, but her determination burns brighter than any wand. Her clumsy magic conceals something greater, an ancient bond with the shiny rod, a staff said to awaken only for the one destined to change the world. Rivals sneer, professors doubt, yet in moments of despair, Ako's heart sparks miracles even seasoned witches cannot explain. Luna Nova, a school of order and discipline, finds itself shaken by a girl who refuses to quit. Every failure is a step closer to greatness, but greatness demands sacrifice, and the staff pulses with power that will one day test her resolve. Ako's true magic is not in perfect spells, it is in her unwavering hope. The question is, when fate calls, will that hope be enough? And as the staff glows beneath a starry sky, destiny whispers, the world awaits its new legend. Meanwhile, far away, a boy and his automaton fight in an academy where vengeance and steel collide. Number 6. Unbreakable Machine Doll. At Walpurgis Royal Academy, magic is not cast by hand, it is built. Engineers breathe life into automatons, puppets crafted for battle and glory. In this arena of sorcery and steel, Raishin Akabani arrives with his automaton Yaya. Beautiful, deadly, and fiercely loyal, Yaya is more than a weapon. She is his partner. Together, they enter brutal tournaments where master and doll must fight as one. Competitors clash, their creations tearing each other apart, while professors watch with cold eyes. But Raishin is not here for prestige. His true purpose burns darker, revenge for the family destroyed by betrayal. Each victory brings him closer to the truth, but each battle pushes Yaya to the limits of her loyalty. For in Walpurgis, power corrupts and vengeance cuts deeper than any blade. The line between creation and creator blurs. Who truly controls destiny, the engineer or the doll? Raishin's enemies are cunning, his past unrelenting, and his bond with Yaya tested by forces beyond them both. In a school built on control, Raishin fights for freedom. But freedom comes at a price. And as Yaya's eyes burn crimson, the battlefield whispers, the true war is only beginning. Yet in another kingdom, a boy mistaken for weak stumbles into power even gods would envy. Number 5. Suppose a kid from the last dungeon moved to a starter town. Lloyd Belladonna leaves his village convinced he is weak. Raised in the legendary last dungeon, where heroes are born and monsters thrive, his weakness is laughable compared to others. Yet when he arrives at a military academy in the capital, he discovers the truth. His clumsy mistakes are miracles, his casual strength terrifying. He lifts boulders like pebbles, defeats monsters with ease, and apologizes for barely helping. His classmates watch in disbelief as nobles tremble and enemies flee. To Lloyd, he is still the weakest. To the world, he is unstoppable. But his innocence is a double-edged sword. Kingdoms begin to whisper, fearing what this unassuming boy could become. Peace or destruction may hinge on how he uses his strength. Yet Lloyd remains cheerful, oblivious to the destiny tied to his hands. Every step takes him further into battles he never meant to fight. But perhaps his kindness is his greatest weapon of all. And as kingdoms burn, Lloyd smiles softly, unaware of the storm gathering behind him. Elsewhere, another student calls forth a familiar not of light, but of crimson temptation and forbidden power. Number 4. Vermil In Gold. At the Royal Magic Academy, Alto is on the verge of failure. Desperate, he performs a forbidden summoning ritual. From the circle steps Vermil, a stunning demon with eyes like fire and power enough to shatter kingdoms. Bound together, they conquer exams and battles, leaving rivals trembling. But Vermil is no ordinary familiar. Her power stems from darkness, her beauty masks danger, and her devotion hides temptation. With every spell cast, their bond deepens, straddling the line between ally and lover. The Academy whispers of their forbidden connection. Teachers watch with suspicion, and enemies seek to claim the demon's strength for themselves. Alto, once overlooked, now stands at the center of a storm. Yet the price of wielding Vermil's power may be higher than he can bear. Will she lift him to greatness, or drag him into ruin? Their bond is unbreakable, but trust between human and demon is fragile. In a world where magic demands sacrifice, Alto must choose what he is willing to lose. And as Vermil's crimson smile lingers, she whispers, "Your soul is already mine." Meanwhile, in another academy, a boy with no memories discovers his forgotten past may ignite a fire that consumes everything. Number 3. The Dawn of the Witch. Seville is a boy without memories. He enters the Royal Academy of Magic with no purpose, no past, and a power he cannot explain. His classmates excel, but Seville struggles, his potential erratic, terrifying, even his instructors. Assigned to the stern witch Rue Christas, Seville is thrust into a brutal journey where witches are hunted and survival is never guaranteed. Dark forces stalk him, drawn to the strange aura that seeps from his forgotten soul. Each battle forces him closer to truths he is not ready to face. Who is he? Why does power answer his call in ways even the greatest magicians fear? The Academy is only the beginning. Beyond its walls lies a war against those who would extinguish magic itself. Seville must rise or perish with the witches who trust him. His path is tangled with fire, his future written in shadows. To uncover himself, he may burn the world. And as his memories stir, flames erupt whispering, the dawn begins in ruin. But not all destinies are forgotten. Some are weighed in blood as assassins decide who deserves to live and who must die. Number 2. Assassin's Pride. In a kingdom where noble blood grants magic, Melita Angel stands as a disgrace. Born noble but powerless, she is mocked by peers and abandoned by her family's expectations. Into her life steps Kufa Vampire, her tutor, tasked with an unthinkable order: train her to awaken her mana or kill her if she cannot. But as Melita struggles, determination burns where magic does not. Her courage sparks something in Kufa, awakening doubts about his mission. Yet Kufa is no ordinary tutor. His true power is monstrous, his bloodline cursed, his secrets dangerous. He walks the fine edge between protector and executioner, his every choice shadowed by betrayal. As enemies close in and noble politics tighten their noose, Melita's spirit and Kufa's hidden strength entwine. Together, they must defy a world that dictates worth by birth. But trust is fragile when the one you rely on is also the one sent to end your life. And when assassins strike, Kufa's eyes blaze with hunger, whispering, "The predator awakens." Yet at another academy, a teacher hides his brilliance beneath laziness until the past forces him to reveal the sorcery of a true master. Number 1. Akashic Records of Bastard Magic Instructor. At Alzano Imperial Magic Academy, students loathe their new teacher. Glenn Radars is lazy, arrogant, and uninterested in teaching. To them, he is a fraud. But beneath the mask of a slacker hides a man scarred by war, a sorcerer who once bore the weight of battles too heavy for a single soul. When danger threatens his students, Glenn drops the act. With unmatched speed, wit, and mastery, he reveals his true brilliance. His lessons are not about formulas or theory, but survival, the kind of wisdom earned in blood. To sustain Rumia and his class, Glenn becomes both infuriating and irreplaceable. Yet shadows from his past stalk the academy, conspiracies that could topple empires. The man they call a bastard may be the only shield between them and annihilation. But his enemies know him well, and they will not stop until his buried sins return to haunt him. Glenn Radars is more than a teacher. He is the blade hidden in the classroom, waiting to strike when the world least expects it. And as the stars dim, an old enemy smiles, whispering, "Class is far from over." From frozen sorcerers to crimson demons, from clumsy witches to forgotten heirs, every academy forges legends that echo through time. Their overwhelming powers inspire awe and fear, but true magic is more than strength. It is courage, sacrifice, and choice. The question remains, whose legend will endure?